Our Canadian blueberry farmers are taking a hit because of ongoing drought across much of eastern Canada. According to the Wild Blueberry Producers Association, yields in Nova Scotia are down more than 50%, and this is because of the hot, dry weather. So for a closer look at just how farmers are affected, joining us from Nova Scotia this morning is Heather Prescott, CEO of Red Mountain Farms. Welcome to your morning. Thanks for joining us from the fields, it looks like, this morning.
Yes, I thought I would give you a view of what I see every morning, the beautiful view of our wild blueberry field.
I appreciate you doing so, Heather. First of all, how much has this dry weather affected your crops? Like, what are you seeing in the crops right behind you there?
What we were seeing, we're down 50% of what we normally get. It's a disappointing year. It should have been a good year. The plants were looking good coming out of the winter. The weather was good in the spring for pollination. The bees were out, and there was a good fruit set. There were a lot of berries on the plants, and it should have been a good year. But what we found, where we didn't receive very much rain over the summer, every day we were out harvesting in August, the berries kept getting smaller and smaller. And as a result, they were getting lighter. And it was just disappointing. And it's going to affect our bottom line this year.
Yeah, tell us how it's going to affect your bottom line. If yields are down 50%, what does that mean for you?
That means that the income is just not going to be there. It's what we are going to get for income from this crop will not cover the cost of growing the berries this year. So we may have to rely on other sources of income. We do grow other commodities, and we may have to tap into that. But the other commodities, they're being hurt by this drought too. We do have some off-farm income. We'll have to tap into that. It'll help with the day-to-day household income. But depending on how much we tap into that, that'll be less that we can put into our retirement funds. So certainly, yes, not only myself, a lot of producers are going to be really hurting this year. The past few years have not been good as well. We've had issues. In 2022, we had Hurricane Fiona roll through, so there was a lot of downed trees on the field. We had a polar vortex that went through in the winter that wasn't enough snow cover on the crop that caused winter kill. Prices have been low, so we haven't been able to top up any financial reserves in the last year. So this year is really hitting us hard.
Heather, you talked about how this is not the first year that you face this kind of weather, you and other farmers like yourselves. We know farmers are resourceful people, but what happens if you face another hot, dry summer next year?
Oh, my goodness, that's a very good question. I really hope we don't. I'm hoping this is just like a 1 in a 100-year thing. But right now, we are seeing some brown spots in our fields for our crop that will be harvested next year. So certainly there probably will be some damage. Now, if we get rain, we're forecasted to get a little rain here in a couple of days. It's probably not going to be enough really to pull us out of this. But it's really hard to tell what next year is going to look like with the damage that this is going to do to it.
Heather Prescott, I know that this is a challenging topic, but I appreciate you coming on to share with the rest of the country just exactly what you're facing in this season. Appreciate your time.
Thank you for addressing it.
And thanks for joining us from the fields. If you like that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed, where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.